Hi guys, we're going to work on this slideshow. You should find it on Google Classroom, and you're going to do half of it today and then finish it tomorrow as finish whatever you get done tomorrow. And then I have a little thing today and tomorrow. So the first two slides I have blue backgrounds I'm going to do for you, and then they're already done on your assignment. We're going to be adding up how many protons, electrons, and neutrons we have from these structures. So the protons, and if you see I color coordinated it, it's got green in the background. So protons have a positive charge and they are green. So this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 protons. And actually when I was looking right there, I was like, ooh, is that supposed to be a proton? No. There's 6. I tried to make them so that you could see them, and then they would all be mixed together, but just to make it easy to count, I tried to put kind of the neutrons around the protons. And then electrons are the negative ones, and they're on the rings. And I know that these actually look like a cloud, but in order to keep them organized, and through a lot of things we do this year, we use Bohr structures and keep the electrons organized on rings. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 electrons as well. The neutrons are yellow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Count them up. And then the mass number, this is the new topic for today. And I tried to introduce it yesterday with the FET atom simulation, but all the mass of an atom comes from its nucleus. Really, these electrons should be so small, you can't even see them. But look, when I made them that small, I couldn't even put a negative sign on them. I thought about just having negative signs as well. Oops, Control Z, to show you how small they were, but yeah, it didn't work. So it looks much cuter like this. Anyways, electrons are really small. They don't add to the mass. So the mass number, all of the mass comes from the protons and the neutrons. So the mass number is going to be 6 plus 8, and you don't have to write the 6 plus the 8. You can write the end answer, just make sure it's correct. So that'll be 14. And you might use some calculator, but you could also add up all of the particles in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. But yeah, I usually get lost. Then the charge is going to be the difference between the electrons and the protons. So I have 6 protons, so a positive 6, plus, and electrons are negative, a negative 6. So if you add together the positives and the negatives, but you have to make the protons actually positive and the electrons actually negative, that will give you the charge. So this one's got a charge of 0. Equal number of protons and electrons give you a 0 charge. Now here's the new thing. Hopefully you'll be able to do this on your own. If you stopped by my classroom, you should have picked up this periodic table. I like this periodic table because it only has one number in each of the boxes, and that one number is the atomic number. So this one has 6 protons, and protons are what you will find on the periodic table. Maybe make a note on a piece of paper, but that's the atomic number. So you need to look for number 6 to find out what atom this is, and I hope that you can see this, but there's number 6, carbon. So the name for this atom is carbon, but we're going to use its isotopic name, which I'll talk to you about on Thursday. After the name, you put a hyphen, and then you put its mass number. So carbon hyphen 14. Okay, done. Next slide. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3 protons, electrons 2, neutrons 2, mass number. So see how I have it yellow and green? Because you add together the yellow one and the green one. So 3 plus 2 is 5. And are there 5 particles in the nucleus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, because all the mass comes from the protons and the neutrons in the nucleus because electrons are so small. Then the charge, watch out, this one's not going to be 0. So the protons are positive. Oops, so I have a plus 3 plus a negative 2. So this one overall, do I have more positives or negatives? I have more positives, so this one's going to have a charge of positive 1. The name for this, so protons, 3 protons, periodic table. And you can find a periodic table online, or I'll link an app that you can download for your Chromebooks, and everyone can actually download that. Number 3, I don't know if you can see this, sorry, I can't see the camera, is lithium. But this one's going to have one more little different thing. This is the lithium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ion. Since it has a charge on it, it's not actually an atom. You're supposed to write the word ion after there. And I don't think I really give you many charged ones. And if I do, I think it's all the way at the end. So you're going to do these today. The goal is to do half of them today, maybe a little more than half of them, and then the rest of them the next day, and then turn it in when you are done. Let me know if you need any questions. I'll be around on the Meet.